Vamos esperar as pessoas entrarem. And excited for to enter some people and to go speak. Welcome.
Hey, and she suddenly reappears. She was all over live news, right next to Simone Duque and his daughter. Any comments?
We do have a cabinet meeting to get to, sir.
My wife was away working on her mental well-being, Martina. Learning the identity of her heart donor triggered an imbalance in her. She needed privacy to recover while I was helping newly elected President Cardenas get the chaos we call a country balanced.
That's all the time we have. We can't keep them waiting any longer.
Let's go.
Let me rephrase that last question, if you don't mind. Is there something going on? A sentimental relationship between your wife and Mr. Duque?
A journalist such as you must know that Camila had a heart transplant. Do you know who the donor was? Valeria Duque.
Mr. Duque's wife?
She was enrolled on a voluntary list of organ donors. When she died, her heart made its way legally to my wife.
That woman was targeted and killed by criminals involved in organ trafficking. It was in the news.
Are you insinuating that I was involved in her death? Are you really that reckless, Martina? My wife's operation was approved through all the regular channels.
Duque also offered to reveal the names of very well-known people who are associated with this black market operation. What's your reaction?
You know what he's trying to do?
No.
He's just looking to profit financially from his tragedy, Nancy.
That's a serious accusation.
That man already tried to extort me for an insane amount of money, supposedly to find a way to help his daughter with her operation. I refused, obviously.
That's why he tried to rob a bank. Why isn't Simone Duque in jail?
You won't be surprised to hear that someone in the police department isn't doing their job. We'll make sure to find out who gave the order to release him.
I'd like to know why your wife was there in person, front and center with key witnesses, and obviously upset about the entire incident with Mr. Duque.
Camila's so thankful to the Duque family that when she found out Samantha also needed a heart transplant, she decided to show support in the best way she knew how. Logical, don't you think?
I would go skeptical. An unlikely coincidence, in my experience.
And a cruel one. Miracles in life are often bittersweet.
Tata, I promise when I have a minute, I'll tell you everything. See you soon.
Sam's dad got out of here.
I have no idea.
Well, tell him to get us out next time you talk to him, okay? Or I'm gonna have to rearrange your face. What is this, a declaration of war, Polo?
No, honey.
What's wrong?
You're gonna have to wait a little longer.
For what, Daddy? What's going on? Did she change her mind about doing this?
No.
What is it?
The man who was going to be your donor died suddenly.
He died? I was so stupid to believe in miracles. I don't think so. I'm gonna die. I know I won't make it.
Look at me. There's so much adventure waiting for you. You promised you'd have kids one day so I could be a grandpa and spoil them rotten, remember? We'll get there.
The wife has no idea what the message on the wall means. Or it wasn't meant for her. It was for Simon Duque. Obviously, someone really didn't want the operation to happen. The organ trafficking network. The big question is why?
The daughter's done, sir. Unfortunately, we had to get rid of the security guard, too. As you know, that's too messy for my liking for me. We'll do better next time. But I agree, we need to be more careful. Munoz tells us that asshole Camacho is a fucking hold-up. He's very determined and very thorough.
Miss Renteria. With him, things were so fluid. Let's find out how much it's going to cost to acquire Inspector Camacho.
Well, Munoz already said he's not for sale.
Everyone has a breaking point for me. You need to find his.
You haven't changed a bit since I last saw you, Camila.
What the hell's going on? You're resorting to abduction to keep yourself entertained, or what?
You left me no other choice. Back from the dead, and you don't even bother to pay respects.
What do you want? Spit it out.
What I want is for you to explain why you had to disappear for one. Neither your mother or your husband have bothered to tell me the truth.
Don't play innocent Braulio, it's insulting. I'm perfectly aware of the understanding that your government has with that criminal scum working for Zacharias.
Which criminals?
The same ones who murdered Valeria Duque took her heart and gave it to me. You had drinks together. Zacharias introduced you. Sarmiento represents the organization. He was at your victory party, remember?
Congratulations, Cienfuegos. Such excellent work. President, this is Juan Carlos Sarmiento. I'm looking forward to a fruitful partnership, Mr. President.
I want this filthy bastard out of here.
Braulio.
Zacharias is working with those disgusting assholes.
If you really didn't know before, you do now. So end it. Because if he brought you into power before, I guarantee he'll bring you crashing down with all the shit you don't know about.
What happened? I was worried.
Everything's fine, Simon. My dear stepfather decided he needed to see me right away. He wanted to catch up and tell me how he had no idea what his people have been up to. Don't worry, I'll be leaving soon. We're almost done. Bye. You now have an obligation. You're just as guilty for condoning a crime as the one who commits it.
Who committed?
Mrs. Cienfuegos, can we have a minute? We haven't heard from you in a year. Can you explain?
Miss Duarte, you disappeared
Just a few words, please. As the president's stepdaughter, did you meet with the president?
Hello? Tomas?
Give it to me. Hello?
I just need to hear your voice. Nothing else matters.
Are you allowed to make calls now?
One of the guards did me a favor. The one with the heart, I think. I heard what happened. You gotta hold on a bit longer. I need you to think about all the things we talked about, okay? The heart will come along because we're going to make it come along. You got that?
I don't think God wants this to happen, baby.
Please don't talk like that. God wants it. I want it. Your family wants it. We'll make this happen no matter what. I promise you.
Sure. I'm getting out soon.
Good. That's excellent news, baby. You need to be careful, though. And no crazy business so you'll end up on the news again. Like leaving a hospital and showing up at a bank robbery.
Like you have lessons to give on crazy.
I wish I could hold you in my arms right now.
Me too. You know that's my favorite place on earth.
It's getting cheesy. That's enough.
Hey.
Come on, let's go.
Jealous.
You're done. Let's go. Get going.
No, I was just asking the general if he happened to know who had the audacity to request that Simon Bouquet be released. Because I want to know who decided they could override my authority.
That was my call, Fausto. All the hostages they questioned said the same thing. He was trying to end the robbery the entire time. He also attended to the guard who was shot. He saved his life.
Worthy of the Order of Boyaca. Are you forgetting what your heroic angel announced to the entire country? He mentioned the existence of a mafia that deals in organ trafficking. He also mentioned how his wife was horrifically murdered, and he threatened to reveal the names of people in our government who are involved with that mafia. And now I hear Mr. Bouquet is free with no worries, just like that. Don't you find that quite suspicious, Zacharias?
Fausto, he hadn't committed any crime. If we had tried to keep him in jail, I assure you we would have suffered an incredible backlash for keeping him away from his daughter. It's called empathy.
I'm Simon Duque. I know Zacharias Cienfuegos. Tell him that I'm not leaving until we talk. Zacharias! If you don't talk to me right now, I'll set myself on fire!
They must have been in a relationship together.
Simon Duque wants to see you when he's making a scene.
Excuse me. I never eat pizza at work.
You nut. If you don't talk to me right now, I'll set myself on fire!
Excuse me. Simon Duque wants to see you when he's making a scene.
Excuse me. I never eat pizza at work.
You motherfucker. You haven't done enough. You have to murder people in the hospital.
That guy's days were numbered. They ended his suffering. Come on.
And you ended the chance of my daughter surviving.
Your daughter's problem could have been solved so easily. I never experienced that kind of luck. Have you forgotten the point of this exercise, Simon? For you to walk in my shoes. Nobody came to my rescue. The only way to get what I wanted was to become a killer.
You seem to have taken a liking to it.
There's no coming back from this.
What exactly is wrong with you? That you need to ruin my life? I'm not responsible for your problems.
Ah, and Camila being alive is wrong? Someone had to save her.
I know life puts you in a horrible situation.
Yeah?
But that did not give you the right to kill Valeria! And much less to do what you're doing to Samantha! What did I do? What did my daughter do? What happens if she doesn't make it? Hmm? You think you'll be happy and content? Can you sleep at night knowing all the disgusting shit you're doing?
If it makes you feel any better, I've had trouble sleeping for years. The only way I rest is with a fucking pill.
You destroyed my family's life.
So I'm the devil to you. The snake. And you're the victim. Poor Simon. The hero. The one Camila thinks is her new soulmate. I became a shadow of a man because I had to save my wife. And she thanks me by falling in love with another man.
You're wrong. What Camila and I have, and you don't understand, goes much further than either of
There's
us.
no room in this scenario for sentimentality, Simon. And your stupidity on national television made things worse for your family. But you don't seem to get that. I'm offering you a solution. Sarmiento put one of these in front of me. Open it. Young people. Healthy people. Innocent people. It was one of their lives, or Camila's. The day that I pointed to your wife's picture, I sealed her fate. And then Camila's. And then mine.
You sick
I
motherfucker.
will help you out. Forget about the money. I'll pay for you. If you keep going down this path, trying to get a loan, trying to rob a bank, and sharing crazy ideas with the media, you will lose Samantha. I'll pay for the new heart. I'm not the monster you think.
No, of course you're not.
Go through the file. Read the names. Then choose one. Assume the responsibility of deciding which of those lives saves your daughter.
I'm not like you.
They don't like us.
Life has taught me that there's always another way.
And what we've been trying to teach you is that we're always at least one step ahead. Always. You can take all the time that Samantha's running out of. Make a decision, Simon. Then call the organization.
Zacchaeus. Get off me, asshole!
But if they're letting her out of here, it's because she's doing better, you know?
I'm gonna spare you the details.
Well, what do you think her dad's options are for finding a donor?
Can we talk about something else, Willie? The guy from the recording label, you know? He's really coming tonight?
I always speak the truth. Just be your spectacular self and think of these words. If you can dream it, you can do it. Memorize that.
Excuse me. Are you related to Simone Duque?
Ah, aren't you the reporter who put him on live television?
Yes, Laura Portillo. Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh, sure. Simone's not here.
I'm actually looking for Camila Duarte because she's pretty involved with the family. Or so I was told. If you... Oh,
I'm Camila Duarte. Can I help you with something?
I was quite surprised to see you outside the bank that day. All the rumors and speculation regarding your disappearance, with some people saying that maybe you had died.
Well, as you can see, I didn't.
Whatever you did do obviously made the First Lady suffer.
Let's just say that my mother has been traumatized by divorce.
Did you divorce Zacchaeus Stanpoitos?
I'm not going to discuss the details of my personal life with the press.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me, Camila, what you know about what Simone told us on the air? He made claims that there were people in the government close to an organ trafficking network. Can you tell me more?
I don't work for the government.
No, but your husband does. Ex-husband.
Then why aren't you over there?
I already talked to him. Basically, Zacchaeus told me Simone's a liar and is extorting him. I can play you a recording if you're interested.
Camila. Hello.
Simone,
Yes.
Laura Portillo, met outside the bank. You were talking
Yes, of
live
course I know
over
who
here?
you are, but I'm kind of in a hurry. They're releasing her. We can take her home now. Yeah.
How did you do it? Get out of jail so fast?
Have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
Excuses.
You made me look like a fool in front of everyone earlier.
You know Zacharias and his ego. And since he already doesn't like you very much, you don't need to make it worse.
He gave the order to release Simone Duque, and then he turns around and guarantees Laura Portillo that he'll launch an investigation. What game is that prick playing?
Don't start with one of your conspiracies, Fausto.
So, are you two sleeping together? Yeah?
You shouldn't ask me that question. Because answering feeds your paranoia.
Wait. You know, I'm never sure what I really need to.
You're my husband. For the good and the bad that entails. Yes.
Wait. It's just that I have to ask myself if there's a heart inside of you, Lorena. Or whether you are truly able to feel love for anyone.
You shouldn't think so much, Fausto. Those are questions I don't even ask myself. I'm petrified of the answer.
I will be president here someday. With or without Zacharias. So you should decide which side you're on, sweetheart.
Sir? Someone to see you. Tell him I'm gone.
Yes, I would love to have a coffee, Cienfuegos. Although I suppose it's not too early for whiskey.
You have 2 minutes, Moncada.
I happen to know how you arranged your wife's transplant. The man at the bank's declarations are spot on. I'm also aware of the person whose filthy hands the proof is in. This is not news to you because the two of you meet regularly at El Eden.
What the fuck do you want?
I'm going to file a motion of censure against that idiot clown of a president you work for. I have proof that he has engaged in corruption. But I need more support, otherwise the motion won't go anywhere.
You're asking me to convince Browning supporters to remove him from office?
As long as you're convinced I have what I need. I'll be waiting for your call. Put ice on it so it doesn't swell. Aloe vera is another good option.
I still find it hard to believe that a brilliant guy like Zacharias could be dumb enough to do business with those pigs.
Being brilliant doesn't make somebody good. Braulio, my love, you are the president. You have to be leery of everyone.
Right. Including the First Lady?
You know that my husband has me eating out of his hand. Braulio, I need you to make this mess go away. I am grateful to Zacharias for many things, but I swear allegiance to you.
Don't worry about it. I know how to get rid of a snake in the grass.
My favorite thing is when you show your dominant side.
Hey. My favorite thing is when you bring me that fancy presidential sash. When I'm wearing it and you and I are making love. It's like banging the whole fucking country.
Be right back with that sash, honey.
Hurry.
You want me to fix you something to eat? I'm not hungry. Listen.
You want to play a game? I can let you win.
Take advantage of us being around to spoil you. Okay?
I'm sure you're gonna feel much better now that you're back home.
No, I'm not gonna feel better as long as Tomas is still in jail. Why can't you just ask whoever got you out of jail, Dad? I'm sure they can get Tomas out too.
Tomas went into that bank with a gun. He threatened a pregnant woman on national television.
Yes, but he didn't kill anyone. He didn't hurt anyone or steal any money. Nothing. He was just worried. Like you, like me, like all of us. Camila, can you ask your mom to help us? She could ask the president. He could do it.
I will.
Can you ask her
I
to try?
promise
I'm
you.
begging you,
I
Camila.
promise you I'll ask her, okay? But only if you promise me you'll try to relax.
I'll be good. I promise. Okay, thanks. Thanks.
The legendary Tacho Renteria. Fuck Tacho. Huh. Prison's been hard on you, my friend. You look like shit.
Benavides. What brings you here?
Believe it or not, I had a sudden urge to get you out of this hellhole, if you cooperate. Look at your son. He's changed. When is that his birthday? Can you imagine showing him that as a surprise with a gift? Ah, what a moment. Yes or no?
What do you want?
I want all the details on the malaria bouquet case. And I also want you to tell me what that woman's murder has to do with Cienfuegos.
Tell me, why did you resign from the force after you put Renteria in jail?
I got a great offer. The uniform's pretty.
Right. Looks good.
Why wouldn't I?
Simone Duque. He stated that there were very powerful people involved in organ trafficking, but all of a sudden he won't talk.
I retired from police work because I didn't want to be involved in this shit too real.
I only need you to give me one hint to start looking.
Tell me how your kids are. Good. You need to let sleeping dogs lie, Camacho. I know what I'm talking about.
Why are they so powerful, and who gives them protection? Valeria Duque's file might as well have been a blank page. Everything that's important to an investigation seems to have disappeared. Give me a name, Bracho. A name, and I promise I won't mention this again.
Zacarias Cienfuegos.
My esteemed president, it sounded urgent.
Zach, the girl you're married to told me the shit you're involved in. How the fuck did you get yourself caught up with those pigs?
Tell me, Braulio, have you ever actually been in love?
You're telling me you work with that garbage out of love?
Women have started wars, you know.
They're organ traffickers. The filthiest thing I can think of, along with harming children. Like you apparently did to that girl, damaging her heart to get vengeance on her father because he's banging your wife.
Don't simplify everything, Braulio. It's much more complicated. So
You listen for once. I won't let this filthy shit come and cast a shadow all over me or my office. You have 72 hours to get rid of that disgusting so-called organization and clean up this fucking mess that you created. Or I throw you to the lions in front of the nation.
I'll take care of it. I'll get rid of Sarmiento and the organization when the time's right.
William. And what do I do with you?
If I've learned to live with myself, Braulio, you're gonna have to do it too. There are many people around here who would like to shoot you down, and I'm your bulletproof vest. Don't forget it. President.
Jose Antonio Plaza, 41 years old, store owner with 3 kids. Mariana Bahia, single mom with 1 son.
Is that actually what I think it is?
This is exactly how Zacharias chose Valeria.
Sometimes I start wondering if there was something in the picture they used of Valeria. I don't know, was it a picture of her smiling while she was writing, or playing her trumpet and laughing with the kids out at the park?
You're not gonna do this. You won't do this.
I'm supposed to choose the life of a stranger or Samantha's. When I say no, well, it's not that easy.
Another donor will come along, Simon. We were lucky once and we're lucky again. There has to be another way.
There isn't enough for us, okay? Those assholes have eyes and ears everywhere, and if I see anything, they'll murder even more of the people I love.
Do you know what Zacharias told that reporter? That you resorted to extortion when you found out that I have Valeria's heart.
Fucking bastard. You win, Zacharias. Here I am. Choosing who's going to lose their life to save my daughter.